We're going for a ride. We're gonna visit businesses with this big old boy. This looks like a nice big building. Let's try this business. It's right next to GoPro. There are just drones everywhere. It's pretty funny. I feel like you're being watched. That was crazy. Basically, there's a company, a drone company nearby to me, that I saw them put out a listing for on LinkedIn that they're looking for an associate video director to work with them as a contractor, help them make promo videos for their drones. So the first place I go to happens to be this place. So then I walk in and I looked on my LinkedIn DMs because I had DM'd them, and I DM'd this guy named Trevor. So I walk up to the front desk and the guy's like, I'm like, hey, I'd like to meet with Trevor. And then he's like, Trevor, what's his last name? And I'm like, let me see. I'm like, this one. And he's like, okay, cool. Yeah, let me message him. Just sign in. So then I signed in. The guy came right in. Apparently he was going to have a meeting in a few minutes. He usually is never in the office. He lives in a different state. And he just chatted with me for a few minutes, got my information, and said he'll pass it on to the team. So he said it's very fortuitous that I bumped into him. But yeah, with the camera, there's no effort. Like, that guy checked me in right away, pinged Trevor, and Trevor came right out. That was pretty cool. I've seen quite a few buildings look like this, just completely empty. Interesting. Even this one, there's like 3 buildings over there, and they're all pretty much empty. This seems like a cool company. Trubeck. They have a nice office here, and it seems like they do really high-end construction. Let's go visit them. Okay, so the front desk lady was awesome. I asked her if I can meet someone in marketing. She's like, do you know who? I'm like, oh, anyone really. I'm just a local filmmaker looking to connect. She's like, okay. So she goes in the back, and apparently everyone from marketing had already left. So she gave me her card, gave me a little sticky note to write down some information. And she asked what area I'm in. She said they have an in-house videographer, but he lives in Portland. So he has to fly in when they want to make videos. So that could be useful. So she got my information, and then she's like, is San Jose very close to you? I'm like, well, it's a little drive, but it's not bad. And she's like, okay, because I have a paint business there, and I might actually want some videos for it. So that's cool. So that was cool. You got to meet this nice lady at the front desk named Tracy. She told me that you kind of need to know someone or have family here to get a meeting. Needless to say, she took my information on a notepad, and so I wrote down a little note, and I said I'd love to talk to someone in marketing. And so she was like, the head of marketing? I was like, I don't know, someone in marketing. And she said she'll pass the information on. No guarantee what'll happen. But it was cool. She let me right in the front door. You have to get buzzed in, but she buzzed me right in when she saw I was carrying a camera. So that was a co-working space, and they said that nobody from marketing is there. So they said the best way to reach out would be through their website, and their main headquarters is in San Francisco. So the marketing people will probably be there. So I'm gonna just reach out to their website, send a little message. Those looks like some big buildings. Next up is Rakuten. They're kind of massive, but why not? So that went really well. They gave me a security badge right away. Security really liked me, and this guy was like, he picked someone in the department right away and started pinging them. But then I got intercepted by a secretary, and she's like, okay, give me your information on a card and I'll pass it on. But if that lady had not intercepted me, they had literally lined me up to just be waiting in the lobby until this guy showed up. But anyways, I got to pass a note on to them, so that's cool. But I got 3 of the security's Instagrams. All 3 of them were interested in videos. One of them for some, he knows some people who have really cool cars and they want some videos. So I don't know. But yeah, security was really nice. Next up, we've got this big building, this company called Achieve. Let's see what happens. And just try number 3. Seems empty. I don't know which floor to go to. Nice offices though.
Going up.
I think I'm gonna just keep hitting buttons until I find some people. Where I know they gotta be in this building somewhere.
4th floor. Going up.
So, looks like no one's here. Huh. Where are the people?
Fifth floor.
Now that one was definitely the weirdest one out of all the ones I've been to. The building was very empty. There's no secretary in the front. So I started just going to different levels. I eventually found a business on the 5th level. And so I thought I'd just walk in. I looked around, there was no secretary. So I thought I'd just walk in. Walked up to this one guy acknowledged me. He came over. I told him I was looking to connect with someone in marketing. I'm a local videographer. He's like, okay, grab a seat. So I grabbed a seat. Then he went and grabbed his manager. And his manager came over to me and like points at me in the door. He's like, I need you to go. I need you to go. And I was like, okay. So I think they probably just don't get visitors. Not really sure what to do with them. So it is what it is. But all in all, I'd say that was pretty successful. People overall were quite friendly and happy to talk to a guy with a camera. So I think I may do that again in the future. It might be more helpful to target smaller businesses because these guys are so big, their processes seem complicated. But we'll see what happens from this. Okay, I'm excited. I just got off the phone with a guy who is planning to shoot a documentary in Santa Cruz, which is a few cities away from me, and he's shooting it next month, and he's looking for a DP cinematographer. And he reached out to some different people and he ended up connecting with me, and we're thinking of doing it together. It sounds like he wants to go ahead with me. He's got a lower budget, $500 a day. We're only gonna do 2 days of shooting, but it's work and I'm not busy in March yet, so I'll take it. And plus, he's a real talented guy. I like the work that he's put out already. It's pretty impressive. So it'd be good to work around someone talented like that. So I'm just real excited that someone called and wants to shoot a documentary with me. That's pretty cool. And I like that he's upfront about his budget. He's got a smaller budget and he's upfront about it. And he said like he acknowledges that it is smaller, and in the future he's planning to, after fundraising, have a proper budget for DP. So anyways, I'm just excited. That was cool. Real quick, just to be real with you, I've been feeling a lot of anxiety recently. Less today, but I was feeling a lot of it yesterday because I've got about $150 left in our bank account, and I've got plenty of expenses. I've got insurance and groceries and gas, lots of things that just eat that up quickly. And I think I could probably survive another week or two before I hit $0 in my bank account. And that's kind of scary. So I'm just doing everything I can to drum up new business and everything I can think of. And God's been putting different people in my life that have been really encouraging to me in this time. And I'm not saying this so you feel bad for me, but I just want to be real with you that even though a lot of times I have a positive attitude and am upbeat, it doesn't mean I don't deal with anxiety. and it doesn't mean I have everything worked out. I don't have to pay for rent here because I'm living at a place that family owns, so that cuts down the bills a good amount. They're letting us stay here for now. But I've got other bills that will eat the crap out of that in about a week or two. So just want to keep you guys in the loop. So whatever is about to happen, I don't know, but I do have a feeling that God's going to take care of us. So yeah, I just want to be real with you guys. That's honestly what I'm going through right now. Thanks for hanging with me on this journey. Let's see how it all works out. It's the next day after visiting all those businesses, and something's already happened. Got this message from actually the company I was most interested in, the construction company. It says, "Hi Tommy, I believe you stopped by the Trueback office yesterday. Sorry I missed you. I was giving you information and thought I would check out your work. I put down on a sticky note my information. I said I'm a documentary style videographer. I would love to connect. Here's my website." That's it. So he had to submit through my website. He had to look at my portfolio first. So anyways, "I was giving you information and thought I would check out your work. Can you share a little bit more about your process, what you're interested in gaining from working with a construction company, and what your pricing includes? Thanks, Tommy." What? That is awesome. I'm going to respond to him now. Basically, after looking over their website, looking over the videos they posted, looking over their Instagram, I see that there's two ways that I could help them. One would be making documentary style videos for them, just fully doing it. And then two would be helping their in-house videographer get more content so that he can use to make more videos. So they have an in-house videographer, but he lives in another state, so they can't always shoot with him. So this is my normal DP package. It's priced at $1,000 a day, includes 100 miles of travel, and after that it's $2 a mile. And then it includes all my gear. I'm telling you this because when I first moved out here, I priced myself at $1,500 a day, because in Mississippi, actually the normal day rate for freelancers working at with creative agencies was $2,000 a day. I know because the creative agency I worked at did that. Every freelancer we hired was $2,000 a day. If you said $2,000 a day, they were fine with it. They're like, okay, cool. I saw even like I even saw a pretty crummy videographer get hired for $2,000 a day. So when it coming out here, I'm like, well, California's richer, should be higher day rate probably. But actually, no, there's a lot more competition out here. So turns out that a lot of audio guys are pricing themselves around $1,000 a day. I saw one guy that's about $800 to $1,000, another guy who's $1,000 to $300. Then I met a grip who charges $1,200 a day, and he comes with a whole van full of equipment and red wrap. No, he doesn't come with a red Raptor. He comes with like a red DSMC2. Anyways, good gear, tons of lighting, $1,200 a day. So I'm like, okay, I gotta be competitive. So recently I lowered it to $1,000 a day. If I get busy enough, of course I'll raise it. But yeah, anyways, that's my day rate for DP work. And then for packages that are all inclusive where I do everything, I'm willing to be a little bit more competitive because they're bringing me more business. So I'm pitching 3 different types of videos that are story videos, and I think this company could really benefit from people telling stories about how they use the buildings that these people built. So these are how my prices work. And yeah, so basically I'm going to send him both of them and say, hey, I could be a supplemental videographer who helps your in-house guy, or if you want me to like make videos from scratch, I can do that too. So we're going to offer him both of those, and maybe one of them will be a solution to a problem they have. Also, shout out to this guy named Florian. He gave me a real detailed breakdown of his FS7. It's just a real unique build. Look at that thing. Just really customized it in some ways I haven't seen before. I appreciate you reaching out, man, and telling me the whole breakdown.